So I'm Allison Hunt. I'm here at the Slocum house to get a start on a documentary I'm making about the plays that we used to do here. There's not a lot of documents online or anybody's story, so I'm going to do my best to get as many pictures and flyers and share with you the memories we had doing plays. So I'm standing at the Slocum House Theater. It's not a theater anymore. So this is the Slocum House. It was originally in a different spot of land, and they ended up, Robert Hidden and Hermine Decker ended up saving the house and moving it over here to Esther Short Park. And Hermine Decker went to WSU in Pullman and studied theater. She wrote many plays, and she opened the Slocum House Theater, doing mainly traditional Victorian plays and some that she wrote. Later on, I grew up in this theater. My godmom got my mom involved, and since I was a kid, I grew up backstage watching my mom do plays and direct plays, and I was in a few of them. My first play I was in was Esther Short, which was written by Hermine Decker, and I was also in The Wife Who Was Kidnapped when I was about 7 or 8 years old. I also played the maid in Harvey, which my mom Connie directed, and I was also in Bus Stop when I was 18, which my mom also directed. So my mother Connie, she met my stepdad, Jay Dickhouse, here, and was married. They were married here on the stage, April 7th of 1990. There's a doggy in the window. We have pictures of them standing outside. So they did get married here in 1990. I am going to schedule a tour that we can go inside and look at the remodel, which was really nice, but it doesn't look anything like it used to. And they did a lot of changes to the park, but I think it looks fantastic. I'm just sad that the theater isn't going anymore. So it turns out my mom and Sharon are right. The pictures that we have of the play Esther Short, this is not the production that we were in. These are different actors, but the same play. This is new. That used to not be here. The rose garden used to be right here and over here, but they've remodeled, but they put the rose garden over here now. Lavender roses are my favorite. So at the top of the house, that is called the Widow's Walk, which is, that was a creepy part in the hallway to walk through when you had a show. Just kind of made you feel like you weren't alone. There was a lot of ghost stories. in this house. If you don't believe in ghosts, I'm not gonna try to convince you, but you will hear people's personal experiences that that they had while doing plays here. The original dressing rooms used to be upstairs in the creepy hallway, but they ended up putting this addition on the side, which was where we put the new dressing rooms. So here, right here in those rooms is where we put the new dressing rooms. So they do a wine and jazz festival here every year. It's really fun. I've went to it a few times. I really enjoy doing that. I wasn't able to make it this year, but this is where they hold the concerts. This is a little fountain that they don't have the water going, but in the summer it's a nice little fountain, and I used to take my kid here when my kid was a toddler because it wasn't deep, you know, and it's a fun little fountain to play in. They painted it and decorated it to match the Slocum house, which was very kind. Very nice. They are remodeling the playground. They ripped it down. Now I'm not really sure if they closed Slocum house shortly after they did kind of a ghost hunters story. I don't know if they shut it down after that show because of the ghosts, or just because this became a lot busier place. They have a farmer's market that runs down the side. There's a playground pretty much right next to the house that they dug up. It's not there right now. So I don't know if it's just they shut it down because there's just too much going on and too much noise, and there's always been planes. There's always been planes here. So I'm not really sure if it was because of the ghost show or if it was just because it developed and there's just so much noise around it, which is probably why with the playground and the farmer's market. Maybe it's just the noise. But it's sad, but I'm here to tell you guys all about it. So this is a statue of Esther Short and her children. I played one of her children in the play. This statue and the Slocum house are the only things that didn't change in the remodel of the park, and some of the trees, of course. There used to be a big black train that sat over here. There used to be a big Native American carved wood statue. But this is still here, and there she is. A crow landed right on the sign, knew I was coming. So Robert Hidden was the owner of Hidden Brick Company, and he was the one that helped Hermine Decker move the Slocum house from its original location to Esther Short Park. And this is a restaurant, Robert Hidden's restaurant, and it is still running, and it smells fantastic. I've never ate here, so maybe I'll come back and we'll have lunch here. That would be great. So down here at the museum, they have poster boards. So there's our hometown hero, Jordan Childs, who went to the Olympics and got some medals for Vancouver, Washington home team, and they also gave her the key to the city, which was awesome. So go Jordan. So this is the Clark County Historical Museum. My godmom said it used to be a library when she was a kid. And I do believe they have a box of Slocum House things in here that we are going to come and have we're going to come and make an appointment and come dig through the box and give them some names and some information of the Slocum House items that they have.